Night beginning to fall over Southern California, but the lights are shining bright here at the spectacular SoFi Stadium in metropolitan Los Angeles. But tonight we begin Week 8 with a good matchup for you here, as it'll be the Minnesota Vikings taking on the LA Chargers. About set to begin another week of football, and happy to have you along. We are underway on Thursday night prime time. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And the decision to bring it out kind of costly one, as he won't make it back to the 20.
Get your money up. I put money down. On all of us. On my people now. On what I love. Ooh, baby, it's dangerous. You'll probably feel just not the same.
Home trips right.
Herbert off of play action. It's reeled in downfield by Johnston. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. Call that a very strong gain of 24.
First down. First and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Now a run. Here's the first-round pick from April's draft. He had to fight that time. Ran through one tackle, but ultimately he's only going to get back to the line of scrimmage.
1 yard gain.
The Chargers now at 2-5 to start play. And they come in losers at 2 straight, so trying to turn things around here.
And you just mentioned 2 straight, and when you're talking about 2 games, that's nothing to panic about. They feel like they've been a little bit unlucky in the last couple. This is a club that's more than capable of turning things around. I expect them to play really well.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. That's good for a first down, his second catch of the opening drive.
First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Set. Ready.
Herbert going to give to Hampton. And he'll get him down after a pickup of 8, second and 2. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched him more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
One thing run into Allen, that's complete. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings' 27-yard line. That early game script that they drew up is working pretty well here on this first drive. Already in field goal range, Charles knocking on the door of the red zone.
You know, Brandon, when we met with the coaching staff, they kind of predicted that they would come out firing like this. I think you and I were a little skeptical it'd be this easy, but they certainly knew what they were doing in scouting, in preparation, and understanding what their team was capable of.
Give him another one right back to Allen. Nothing at all on that one. It'll be second down.
He steps out of bounds right at the line of scrimmage.
380.
Herbert now. They'll set up the screen to Hampton. And he is going to lose yardage here. So they'll wind up losing 5 yards on the play. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long. Tall task ahead of him here, needing a full 15 yards to move the chains. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings' 13-yard line. That's the number 2 receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage. And tell you what, a few more plays like that, he won't be number 2 for long.
Well, that's what often happens when you have competitors running around the field. These guys know where they stand in relationship to yardage, totals, numbers, the whole deal. And let's face it, all of them, they all want to be number 1.
He's got the tight end. That's Gadsden. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. A great play there. season. And the Chargers put the night's first points on the board as they take the early lead. For the extra point, Cameron Dicker. And the Chargers grab the 7-0 lead.
The score, Chargers 7, Vikings nothing.
The kick unit on here for the Chargers as they will send this one away. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
Good starting field position for the Vikings as they have it 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here, 2nd down. When you talk about the defense for these Chargers, it's a unit that has had all sorts of issues against the pass. Dead last in the NFL, number 32 in the league.
That was a nice play right there, but overall this season, it's been an absolute disaster. A total lack of communication on the back end. They need a leader who can put this team, this unit, on his shoulder pads and carry them to the right spots.
They need 12 here. It's 3rd down. Now McCarthy. That's caught by the big tight end, T.J. Hockenson. And he'll go down to the ground at the 39, and obviously that's well short of the first. So on 4th down, Ryan Wright on to punt for Minnesota. Back deep for L.A. is Darius Davis. This is taken at the 18. And good coverage there by the punt team. They're able to get down there and drop him with authority.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And just 2 series in here, Charles, but everything's gone to script so far. They got a touchdown on their first drive. Their defense holds, and now they've got a chance to take a 2-score lead. And try to force it to Allen, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Byron Murphy. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line. Charles, that makes now 5 interceptions and not even 5 quarters. Remember, he threw 4 picks last week.
And this turns into a tough situation because a lot of fans, the first thing is, oh, well, we need to change quarterbacks. This is your guy. This is your elite player. You can't just take him out like that. If I'm the coach, I make a little joke and say, you know, some big guy, we're going to change the football. So it's obvious that's the problem. It's not you. Keep firing.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
Throwing is McCarthy. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of buying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down.
3rd down and 9 yards to go.
To the air with McCarthy. Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
For the field goal, a 44-yard attempt.
And his kick is right there. It's good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So the interception set him up with terrific field position, but 3 points, the end result.
Yeah, we can make this one pretty simple, partner. You always want their drives with points, but that's one that you're going to look back on and probably say, we should have done better there.
And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
And he'll get this into enemy territory, but not by much as he's down to 48. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Home is right.
Here's Herbert. Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Harrison Smith. And the Vikings are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line. And not the first quarter that he was hoping for. Now 2 interceptions thrown.
Well, the good ones, they find a way to compartmentalize, right? Put these behind them, have that short memory, but understand why they threw the 2 interceptions. They go on and usually play a pretty decent game. Other quarterbacks, they have a hard time getting past it and often put the ball up for grabs the rest of the ball game.
And some room to work. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. The catch and run there, good for 16 and a first.
First down, Minnesota.
On play action, now McCarthy. He'll get this complete to Rondale Moore. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 13 yards as the Vikings pick up the first down.
First down.
Up the middle, Jones. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. Play 3 of the drive not as successful. They go backwards after those 2 first down gains. Here's McCarthy. Finds his man. There's Jordan Addison. It'll go down as a gain of 6. 3rd and 7 now. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So as you said, you shrink the playbook, pick out the plays that work best for you. You know what else you're looking for? Who are the freshest guys coming off the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys that have a little extra pep in their step, you go to them early on.
Now the Vikings will send out the special teams crew here for a field goal try. From the right hash and call it an even. Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked. But that's always a risk on those longer kicks. You have to drive it low to get it there. That opened the door for a better chance for the defense to get a hand on it, and that's just what we saw there.
And even if the odds increase a little bit because it's a longer field goal attempt, it's still difficult to get hands on the football and create a block. Big-time excitement for that unit, getting through and knocking that one away.
You look at this defense for the Vikings. We know they're going to be tough to throw on. Top 3 in the NFL defending the pass.
And this is where we talk game inside the game. Top 5 passing offense versus top 5 passing defense. I wouldn't be surprised defensively if they change up coverages a bit more than usual to try and combat what they expect to see.
They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Here now a 3rd down and 8.
Set. Go.
Back to throw here, Herbert. Oh, this is going to be caught along the sidelines. Probably shouldn't have been caught. He's going to lose yardage there. On 4th down, J.K. Scott ready to punt it away. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. And here's Rodgers on the return. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt. And the Vikings will take over here 1st and 10. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And it's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
Now a 2nd and 2. Out of the pistol to give to Jones. And not a whole lot there, maybe a yard to the 27th. We talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
That's good for 22 and a first down.
22 yards. First down, Vikings.
They'll go again to Jones. And this time the yards won't come so easy as they'll in fact tackle him behind the line. Great effort by Derwin James on the stop.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on the early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
McCarthy operating from the gun. This one caught. It's the tight end Hockenson. And all the way down to the 9. A big play there for Minnesota. 47 yards. The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's first and goal from just inside the 10. Now Jones. And this has been a recurring theme tonight for sure. Nowhere to run. Back to the line of scrimmage, that's all. Moved back to the 10. They'll try on second and goal here.
At the Chargers' 10-yard line.
They run for the first time with Ty Chandler. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Ty Chandler, his first touchdown on the year. And the Vikings have taken the lead.
For the extra point.
Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is now 10-7.
Vikings 10, Chargers 7.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. The Charger drive about to get going. As we eke closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession of the first half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with a slight edge because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues.
So not quite a first down just yet as they come up on second and less than a yard. Here's Herbert. Throw over the middle, and it's caught by Johnston. And he's got this down to the 35. They had a gain of 10 last time, now a gain of 20 here.
There's no disputing. He's made some poor throws in this first half, but this was a good one. And you can bet this is an offense that isn't going to pull back. They believe in what he can do. So all you can do is look forward, and they pick up a first down.
Justin Herbert looking to pass. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last two plays.
First and 10 at the 24-yard line.
Herbert back to the air. He's going to get this one out to his fullback. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And it's second down.
And that's often a surprise for the defensive guys when they see the big fella slide out in the backfield and catch the ball. Not something they usually go over in practice very often.
Second down and 6 now. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. Right side, he has Johnston. This will be a 5-yard pickup as they move it from the 20 to the 15.
It's a gain of 6.
So 5 plays on this drive, Charles. All passes, all completions. And just like that, they're in the red zone.
And don't you think the playbook opens up a little bit more now? Because all they've done is throw the football. If you want to run it now, you may very well have them fooled.
Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. Ladd McConkey, a 15-yard touchdown grab. And the Chargers are able to move back in front. Extra point up and good by Dicker. And the lead is now 14 to 10.
14. Vikings 10.
First of all, you ain't got long enough.
The kick unit on here for the Chargers as they will send this one away. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown. The last time around, looking to repeat that, Charles' defense, they were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
McCarthy, he'll set to throw it. Throw left side, taken in by Jefferson. And Jefferson's going to have the Vikings first down as he'll get this up to the 39. A nice pickup there, 10 yards. Looking to throw McCarthy. That's down the field for Jefferson. And that is incomplete.
But whatever they called on defense, they made sure they were ready for the pass on that snap, made the proper adjustments, and helped force an incompletion.
Now a 2nd and 10. Back to throw. McCarthy. This ball complete. It's an out route to Thielen. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down. Throwing again, McCarthy. He gets it to Addison. Brought down, but after we saw a flashy little move, stopped short of 40.
8 yards on the pickup.
From the 42 now, here's 2nd and 2.
42-yard line.
Now a handoff, running left is Jones. Past the 20. And they will finally drag him down at the Chargers' 7-yard line. It's a gain of 35. He had his eyes on the end zone once he hit the secondary, but they're finally able to slow him down.
Yeah, and I've got to look at this one from the defensive point of view. You just mentioned finally able to slow him down. They've got to figure...
And he will fight his way into the end zone for a touchdown. Aaron Jones. He has career touchdown number 78, tying him with both Eddie George and Frank Gifford on the all-time list. And the Vikings will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. The extra point splits the uprights. And it's now 17-14.
Chargers 14. Billy Riker, the kickoff for the Vikings.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Their own 35-yard line.
Me and all the rose in the stolen ride like when they outside, so I'm staying inside. Show you would not pop, take a poop like Tupac. I seen a bunch of mean guys in the band and a tie. Going on the west side, giving side eyes. Ain't nobody that I really recognize. Ain't surprised to ride the killer vibe.
The Charger drive about to get going. And with a little under a minute to go, they may try and work their way into field goal range and try to tie up this ball game. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
Brings up second.
Simple drag route here, lined up out left and tried to work his way back across the field. You probably saw me twitch there, partner, because I think he wanted the ball a little bit sooner. By the time he looked it in, defender was right on him.
And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. A gain there of 12 yards and a first down L.A.
And they'll use him out of the backfield and sometimes quite a bit. They're just trying to get him touches any way they can. 4 catches a week ago. There's another one right there.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Out of the gun, Herbert. A short throw to Conklin, the tight end. Well, he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. It's a pickup of 12. Second play in a row with a 12-yard gain.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
They'll dump this off to Hampton, complete. And the Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts. So as they talk it over, we step aside. Behind the chain, second and 12.
Set. Go.
Herbert now. Now a deep one for Johnston. And this is incomplete. Oh, he looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play. But he could not pull it in.
Oh, I don't know if he's sensing contact to come or what, but that's a ball he'd love to have back. That could have gone for big yardage, but it just didn't want to stay in his hands. That's a tough break.
Pass taken in by his big tight end. And the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half.
First and goal at the 5-yard line.
Now it's Herbert. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. So very close to a turnover there in the end zone. Well, interceptions have been a problem in this one. If he could have got his feet down here, it would have been another.
Would have been a huge one. They've had a great game taking the ball away. Thought they had another one, just unable to get those cleats in bounds. To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
Now third and goal following incompletions on first and second down.
Crowd right. Delta. Hey, Catholic.
The final shot before the break for Herbert. Man, it's Allen for the Charger touchdown. Keenan Allen with career touchdown number 70. And the Chargers have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half. But he will not be able to bring this one back, and the extra point attempt unsuccessful.
I know it's easy to kind of shrug off a blocked extra point, but this game is shaping up to be a tight one. The second half, this could prove crucial.
Yeah, we might look back on this one. We'll have to wait and see. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. It's been a shootout so far. We'll see which defense can make the adjustments as we get back underway in the second half. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Well, Charles, in that first half, we saw a fair amount of offense on both sides of the football, and now the team trailing here will start with it in the third quarter.
And we both know this coach pretty darn well, don't we? Because his game planning is always on point, and now he's getting the ball to start the second half. How about all the offense that you already referenced in the first half? He'll put that all together and come out with something really strong, I believe, to get things going here in the third quarter.
And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's third down.
Part of what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front, the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
Now McCarthy. Pass complete to Addison. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a third here, and it's good for a first. Here's a give to Jones running left. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I think we have to give all the credit to the defense there. Very disciplined in their approach. Never allowed a cutback lane, which was exactly what he was looking for. They end up forcing him out of bounds for a loss.
Here's Jones again on 2nd down. And this may be a carbon copy as he'll again be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. No gain that time, and it leaves him with 3rd and 11 coming up. Tough spot here, 3rd down and 11. Throwing is McCarthy. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. 13 yards as the Vikings pick up the first down.
A gain of 13 yards. First down, Minnesota.
An inside give to Jones. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. A full 5-yard loss that time. It's going to make 2nd down pretty tough. To the air with McCarthy. Going underneath, he's got Hockenson. So the completion good for 6 yards. And that brings up 3rd and a full 10 yards. Now right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. 3rd down from the gun, McCarthy. Out route to Jefferson, and he's got it. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. Excellent play there on 3rd down. Give them 25 yards.
And the Vikings first down.
Now a first down carry by Jones. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Aaron Jones with his 9th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Vikings have taken the lead as they go right down the field and score on the opening drive of the second half. Extra point right down the middle. And that will make this a 4-point game.
Chargers 20. Will Wingers to kick off.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. The Charger drive about to get going. And they'll be working from behind now following the touchdown a moment ago on the opening drive of the half.
I think the guys right now, as they go out on offense, they're zeroing in on one big key. They don't have to do anything differently just because they're down on the scoreboard now. The intent is still the same in what they plan to do on offense.
And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Here's Herbert. A short throw to Conklin, the tight end. And he's going to be knocked down hard at the end of that one.
And that was yardage that they needed there after the sack on first down. They didn't get all of it back. But now they look at 3rd down as a manageable situation, one that they have a much better chance of picking up.
Herbert. Throw left side complete. That's Hampton. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. A big play that time on the catch and run. 36 yards. And that last throw is going to keep him climbing. climbing that all-time passing yards leaderboard as he crosses the 25,000-yard mark now for his career.
He just recently passed Bart Starr. Next up for him, Bob Greasy. That's 2 Hall of Famers, 2 Super Bowl winners, multiple Super Bowl winners. So he's getting up with the legends now. Congratulations.
And he's got it. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. Back to throw here, Herbert. He gets it to Johnston. It's a big play, yet amazingly, because of how far they had to go, they're still looking at a 2nd down here. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
2nd down and 3.
12, set. Reel it.
They'll look to throw again. He's got another one to Johnston. And the Chargers are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1.
It's all pretty simple sometimes, isn't it? Go where the defenders are not, and he does exactly that. Makes a nice catch to move the chains. Defense, got to find a better way of accounting for the shorter routes that are being run against them.
Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Here's Herbert. He's got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Chargers. Ladd McConkey with his 19th touchdown, his 2nd of the game. And the Chargers have retaken a 3rd quarter lead. Extra point up and good by Dicker. And that gives them a 3-point lead.
Chargers 27, Vikings 24.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Their own 35-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. They had gotten the lead with the opening drive touchdown in the 3rd quarter. Now they relinquish that lead. That could be in for an interesting 2nd half.
It certainly appears that way, doesn't it? Almost turning into one of those pendulum games, right? Where it swings back and forth, and who's going to make the play that changes that maybe it puts it on one side and keeps it there.
2nd down, another shot for Jones. But he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 97 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here. You can just kind of sense the momentum turning here. It's 1st and 10. Here's McCarthy. Going underneath, he's got Hockenson. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last 2 plays. Under a minute to go in this 3rd quarter as they come up 1st and 10. On play action, now McCarthy. Flushed out right. And he wisely will throw that one away.
Nice progress down the field was halted by that incompletion. They could try for some safe yards here to get things moving again, or keep throwing it and pushing it downfield to try and pick up bigger yardage.
Again. And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get them home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. From the gun on third down, McCarthy. And this one dropped in the end zone. Looked like a touchdown, but not to be. And now it's fourth down.
Will Reichard on for the field goal. 42-yard attempt.
And this one is right through. And that's going to tie the ball game at 27 all. So this time the protection holds up for him just fine, and he's able to bang it through.
I think their special teams coach got the point across. He gave him a pretty good earful after the block earlier. And this time, there's no penetration, so they're able to pick up 3.
The Chargers take over first and 10 at their own 30.
The Charger drive about to get going. And that last drive, so effective in the passing game, resulting in the touchdown. Maybe not many people were focused on the trenches. There was good protection there.
Excellent protection. So now, defensively, you've almost got to get down into those starters blocks like you're a sprinter. Get lower than those guys on offense and find a way to roar through them or around them to get into the face of the passer.
Easier said than done, though.
Way easier said than done. But they've got to try something because right now they're just cutting him to shreds.
Oh, and the throw led him too much that time. It's incomplete. He shook his head right when he released that throw. He knew it was going to be a little off target.
Yeah, the excitement got him on that one. Wasn't able to control the fact the receiver was open, and it would have been an easy throw.
Let's go, let's go. Hey, go Lion. 21. Let's go. Hey, 59. Ready?
From the gun, Herbert on third down. He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have the Chargers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. And he's top 5 in the league in terms of receiving yardage because of plays like that. What have you seen from him on film that you like so much?
Well, I'll strip away everything else and get to what we call the moment of truth. When the ball's arriving and there's a defender there, he just comes down with the ball. He competes and takes it away. Great hands, great ability to finish the catch.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
But that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. It was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning it in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
They'll set up the screen to Hampton. And he'll get it down to the play to the 37. Give him 5 on the screen play, and that'll set up a third down.
Boy, that was certainly well read defensively. And the key to any screen play is space to work. And there was none to be found there. And they tackle it for just a short gain.
A potential field goal, if you're thinking about that, almost 55 yards from here as they try to get closer on third down. That is caught. And he gets it down a yard or 2 shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. 8th catch for him now. He's been a big factor. And it's a first down.
First and 10 at the 31-yard line.
A shotgun snap for Herbert. He'll check this one down to Hampton. That was play number 7 on this drive, and he got him 7 yards. Another milestone following on that last throw, and what has been an MVP-type season so far, as he has now gone over 4,000 yards passing already on the year.
And it's been a whole lot of fun to watch as he's put together this type of a season. And to me, you have to figure, with so many games remaining, I think he'll breeze past 5,000 yards. Could he challenge the all-time record? Maybe even bump it up closer to 6,000 yards? I can't wait to watch. And the way he's playing, I wouldn't put it past him.
And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over in that that time, and it's going to lead to third down. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have the Chargers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
And that's well executed there on third down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a first down.
Both teams working on short rest, but this has been one of the better Thursday night games we've seen as they come up here on 1st and 10. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
That's a pretty play there. Got in at the last second, helped force the ball free, and kept them out of the end zone.
Under 4 to go now as they come up on 2nd down. Justin Herbert looking to pass. Right side, he has Johnston. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves him with 3rd and 9 looming.
They kept the receiver in the short field, but now let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
Something taken from me. Life's gotta always be messing with me.
The Chargers on 3rd down. They've been flat getting it done. 8 for 9 to this point. This is 3rd and 9. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up. So the field goal unit is on the field as this is a big spot right here. This to break our 4th quarter tie. And his kick is indeed good. And they have taken the lead here in the 4th quarter. So he waited on the sideline for his first chance in the ball game, and it didn't come until the 4th quarter, but he connects there. A big one to give him the lead.
Boy, you talk about coming in cold. I don't care how many times you kick it into a net. You're not really ready when you go out there and all that beef is coming at you trying to block the kick. Big spot, and he delivers.
Dangerous return man showing it here. And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark it down officially at the 34. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And now they find themselves trailing following the field goal. Still a good amount of time in this 4th quarter, but this drive very well could determine the outcome of this ball game. Addison hauls it in. And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like right at the 40. And that's good for a gain of 6. And that will bring up 2nd down.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
McCarthy, he'll set to throw it. Going underneath, he's got Hockenson. And Hockenson going to have the Vikings first down as he's up past the 45-yard line. And with that catch, he goes over 100 yards receiving on the night. From the shotgun, McCarthy. Going back to the same well, it's Hockenson again. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 30-yard line. Running right, Jones. And he's got it down to the 28.
We know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
Every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play.
18 Cardinal. Hit the street.
And here's Jones again on 2nd down. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage.
And that puts him right at 100 yards for the game. So how has he done it? Because he's been patient, followed his blocks, let everything develop, and then burst through for big gains.
Looking to throw McCarthy. To the right side and complete to Jefferson. Less than 2 to play with just a field goal separating these two sides. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. And remember, he had one blocked earlier. And his kick here is good. But now there is a penalty marker on the field, so let's see what this is about. Well, certainly those are the types of mistakes they're trying to avoid as they attempt to protect this lead late in the game.
And let's face it, they're hoping that this one doesn't cost them in a significant way. Yeah, one guy committed a penalty, but now the entire defense has to pay the price and try and rise up and overcome it.
And he'll fight his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line.
This has been an up and down, back and forth type of a game, hasn't it? Maybe this long drive take a little bit of the wind out of their sails, kind of settle things down a little bit.
Here's a 2nd and 7. Again, it's Jones. And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pick up a 3. He's hit pay dirt a lot this year, but not that time.
Yeah, I'm tracking right there with you. You're exactly right. He's found the end zone plenty of times. No way I can find any fault with the call. He may not have scored there, but of course you're going to give it to him.
What a kickoff to the week this has been. Now a big play. It's 3rd down. Back to throw. Oh, and that's going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted. And the Chargers have just about sewn up this football game. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape, he's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward. And his play caller does a nice job of giving him an easy throw to start this drive, and he takes advantage of it. The completion sets up a manageable 2nd down.
The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go in the game. 2 yards to go, 2nd down.
Set. Black 80, black, ready.
They're going to pass here with Herbert. They'll dump this off to Hampton, complete. Running free at the 45. And he'll be forced out of bounds on the other side of the field. A big pickup there, and without question, that should be more than enough to wrap this one up.
And if it wasn't over before, it is now. Looking for that one final 1st down. They got it and then some. And if they play things right from here on out, that should just about assure them a victory.
How many should I see? Send them off. Take a risk or take a trip. You know I'm tripping for my dog. Deal with couple sergeants and lieutenants for the get back. This revolution been televised. I fell through with the knickknacks.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Herbert now to throw. They'll let this go for the end zone. And this is caught. And that could seal it. It's a touchdown. And his sensational season continues. That touchdown grab, number 20 for him on the year. Dicker down to tack on the extra point. And his guys will take a 10-point lead.
Next to score, Chargers 37, Vikings 27.
The kick unit on here for the Chargers as they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
35-yard line.
This is 1st and 10. They'll start out on the ground with Jones. And he'll be taken down after a gain of 8. And defensively, they'll say you can have that.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard.
Second down, another shot for Jones. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
A higher scoring game, Charles, than we typically see in the National Football League, but fun to watch these offenses. They were really clicking. It seemed like everything that they dialed up worked.
Yeah, it certainly was fun to watch from our perspective. How'd you like to be those defensive coaches, though? That wasn't a blast for them at all. And let's face it, they all game plan.
I've been healing, building, shedding skin till I make my way up. I'm out here stepping, repping, flow electric, time for the wake up. Got rid of them leeches, weakness, ain't no breaching. God is beside us, still ride with a in the fleece. I'ma up my piece if you're trying to divide us. Still count my blessings, lessons, my confessions, go to the high up. These they come from the cause, we different in breed, could never deny us. I'm removing the scales from my eyes, I see through the lies they pop. Piper, warfare with spiritual force, just fighting the demons, really for lifers. Karma, with your energy harness. If I'm back in the corner, I might get the clicking until I just feel a nirvana. I see blood in the water, homies are gone, he couldn't see the piranhas. Got it hot as divider, I'm from the bottom, on treacherous timing. They'll pop your melon in front of those seeds over that beef and broccoli. He poked his chest, now he can't breathe over that ego popping. I put that glass on my wrist and went window shopping. Gotta sow your seeds, they wouldn't believe on all of the fruits that blossom. Got the enemy toppled, I got the energy turning like 20 more notches. I've been trusting the process, no other option really is bigger than me. Got infinity stones inside of me deep, and I let the chakras speak. I will not retreat, you can never compete. Your flesh is way too weak. Oh my God.
Just a wild little piece. Lord, how I gave my parents fist. Tried so hard to raise right, but I was born to run the night. Daddy took me home when I was a kid. Wouldn't believe what the hell I did. He said, boy, hold this. Told my cousin, you better run. Last time he poked fun at me, got my with a tree. Son of a gun, pay for all I've done. Will they get us here? 'Cause I ain't done just yet. Yeah, full drive, blue lights lit up my brown eyes. I just tried to play cool. Cop said, boy, you're just a fool. Put this stuff in the trunk. Next time I won't get so. Son of a gun, pay for all I've done. Will they get us there? 'Cause I ain't done just yet. Had a little fun on my parents' couch, trying to figure out what love's about. Mom came busting through that door. What? No more. Kick that girl out in the street. Next time I'll be more discreet. Wild son of a gun, pay for all I've done. Will they get upset? 'Cause I ain't done just yet.
like yellow on leaves. Ball like an all-white shirt, no sleeves. Tell her, put it like me. Blowing a coffee, he's asleep. You weak, chic. The web look at the boots, fleet. Headache, got a hook till she give me a headache. Send me a text, I ain't reading no essay. I mean, you throw back. We only met once, but we go back, way back. Now we on track. You can never ever be my man. You don't snap. You said it on your IG page. I don't say that, like say that. Say that. In the back of the say that. I be in the streets like a straight rat. I will never be with a ring, cause he ain't finna take half. I be on my kid. One girl, one side, in a dope. Sending me a text like she misses. The only way she getting back in it. All back in.
Oh, my son!
This speech is my recital. I think it's very vital to rock around. That's right. On time. It's tricky. Here we go. It's tricky to rock around. That's right. On time. It's tricky. It's tricky. It's tricky to rock around. That's right. On time. It's tricky. Tricky.
I met this little girlie. Her hair was kind of curly. Went to her house and out. I had to leave real early. Really,
all they just say is, or spend some time and rock a rhyme. I said it's not that easy. It's tricky to rock around. That's right, on time it's tricky. How is it, D? It's tricky. It's tricky to rock around. That's right, on time it's tricky. Tricky.
the people talking try to make us rhyme. They really hawk, but we just walk because we have no time.
Don't mean nothing, they know who's inside. It's tricky to rock around. That's right, on time it's tricky. How is it, D? Tricky. It's tricky to rock around. That's right, on time it's tricky. Tricky, huh? When I wake up, people take up mostly all of my time. I'm not singing, funky, bringing, cause I make up a rhyme.
I'm not bragging, people nagging cause they think I'm a star. Always tearing what I'm wearing, I think they're going too far.
A girl named Carol follows Daryl every gig we play. Then she dissed her and dismissed her, now she's shocking Jay.
I ain't lying, girls be crying cause I'm on TV. They even bother my father cause he's down with me.
It's tricky to rock around. That's right, on time it's tricky. How is that? Tricky. It's tricky to rock around. That's right, on time it's tricky. We don't use
Assume
on your own.
they off,
And lots, but we just leave it alone. It's like that, y'all. But we don't quit.
you keep on
Rock,
shot,
cause this is it.
Being on some chill, we go 0 to 100.